What's up, everybody? About to do this video about the lead attorney telling Courtney and Kay the truth when it comes to women putting their hands on men. Let's watch.
Do you think it's okay if you as a man were not hurt? And I would never do it, so I'm not trying to advocate for people hitting, but I'm just saying hypothetically, if a woman that was small hit you, do you think you should hit her back even though you weren't hurt?
I absolutely think I should have the right to hit that lady back. No,
even if you weren't hurt?
Absolutely. It
Why?
cannot be the case that some 5'3" woman gets to run around and hit every 6-foot man. Like, what world are you living in? Just because you can't hurt, wait. Just because a woman is 5'3" and can't hurt a man over 6 foot means that she just gets to walk around and hit every single man willy-nilly?
No.
Well, there you go.
So okay, so are you saying that it's men's duty to
Jesus Christ, who said the word duty? Are you? Come on, Kay. Listen, Kay. I'm starting to see what people are talking about. No one said the word duty but you. Like, you're putting words in my mouth.
I'm asking you. Do you?
Well, don't know. Well, if you ask me then, but don't put words in my mouth when you ask me.
I said, do you think that it's a man's duty to put like a smaller woman in her place if she tries to hit him?
It's her duty to keep her hands to herself.
Hold on, wait.
It's not his duty to put a woman in her place. Well, it's what Anton said. It's her place. It's her duty to not put her hands on a man. You understand your place once enough guys black your eyes. Like, once your eyes get black too many times, you know, nobody wants to date you because they starting to think that this is permanently how your face looks. That is like, if she have her eyes are actually black. I've never seen them match her face. I think she's a raccoon. That's when she's gonna stop if she wants somebody to love her. Will love her appearance as well.
Because I don't want Kay to misunderstand what Lee was saying. Kay, the way you started with the question, you said, "Are you saying that it's a man's duty?"
Right.
Exactly, Rilla.
So that's a different question. That's why he was saying, "Don't put words in my mouth."
Thank you, Rilla.
That's a different way of asking. So you're saying
like Willie and I are actually listening to the words that are coming out of your mouth, even if you're not listening to them. Like, I get very offended when people put words in my mouth because I choose my words. I choose my words precisely.
I feel you. I wasn't trying to put words in your mouth. I was saying, what do you think about that?
A man should have the duty to make sure that he is protected at all times, and should allow no one to just walk around willy-nilly hitting him, whether or not he feels subjectively or objectively that person can or cannot hurt him.
Hey, Lead, I have a question. I have a question. So let's just take the dynamics of you and Kay. And Kay's 5'3", you're 6'3", a whole foot, and she hits you. And you're like, well, you hit me, I should be able to hit you back. What about an alternative? And I'm just asking, of a restraint, since you're bigger, and grabbing her app, and calling the police, and saying she's right now hitting me. Come here and arrest her for assault.
No, I should not have to hold you. There's no reason for me to have to hold a miniature angry gorilla. Like, just because I can stop it don't mean the fact that I'm not gonna take some marks from her, restrain her, and she headbutt the fuck out of me. If I grab her, like, I should not do anything. When you restrain people, you take damage from restraining them. You shouldn't have to take no damage from you. You should just sit down and know what's gonna happen if you do something. Knock the goddamn shit out you. Me, I'm gonna tase your ass and probably make you pee on yourself.
And having it legally on the books that she hits men.
Yeah.
First of all, well, I'll take your second point first. First of all, no one cares that women hit men. When you say legally on the books that she hits men, no one cares. She's not gonna get punished for that. So that's not a deterrent at all. Second of all, if I restrain her, if I grab her wrist, there's gonna be a mark. So guess what? We're both going to jail.
Oh, you're super strong.
I am protecting myself, restraining her, doing what you say I should do. And then when the cops show up and see my fingerprints on her wrist, we're both going.
But
and that's the best case scenario. Because
so
what
then
she
what
could
should you do?
But hold on, Kay, let him finish. Go ahead, Lee.
What I'm saying is your solution is the best case scenario. What
Okay.
happens a lot of times is I could restrain her. The cops show up. They see bruises on her wrist, but they don't see any bruises on me. So now she's free and I'm going to jail.
Right.
And these same cops have probably been raised, especially down here in Georgia, under the assumption that men don't hit women regardless.
Yeah.
That's why it's all messed up on all different levels.
Well, let me ask you this, because you're restraining, you're talking about holding the wrist. Restraining could be a bear hug and telling her, you know what I'm saying?
Are
But
you serious?
Why you guys breaking down?
Y'all gotta let me finish.
A bear hug. See, Courtney, I thought you was intelligent once before, but I now see my name's Courtney. Me's no smart no more. Why the hell am I bear hugging you? I'm not finna go through all this work. I'm not finna work this hard for a motherfucker who think that I'm supposed to protect them. Not finna do this. If you swing at your security guard, you know he'll probably knock you the fuck out, right? This is just blowing my mind. You want me to go through all these loops, all these goddamn loops, just so you don't wake up on the floor.
Bear hug thing threw me off.
Not let me talk. That was just
But the man is gonna protect. They're gonna protect themselves. If the woman out of control, they're gonna protect themselves. In the story.
Okay, please stop and let me talk.
All right, talk to me about the bear hug.
Okay, so I'm not even. That's just an idea.
No.
Maybe,
Listen, you got mad because I cut you off at the bear hug. So fine, finish your point about the bear hug. I'm sorry I cut you off at the bear hug.
I'm trying to finish a sentence. So even with that, but if you hit her, being that you're a foot taller, you don't think that's going to be an imprint more than trying to constrain her, than fight her? And if she doesn't get anything on her, well, no, you don't get anything on her because she's not strong enough to do any kind of bruise on you, but you're able to bruise her when you fight her, and the police come, who getting arrested? The police, when they come, they're looking at who is more messed up.
There's no telling.
Courtney is saying
There's no telling what's gonna happen.
Yeah.
It's situational.
No, it's not. When the police come, they examine the woman, they examine the man, and they see who is more battered.
Okay, what's your point that you're trying to make?
I'll tell you my point. My point is you. When Lee said, "Well, I'll get arrested because of me restraining her and holding her hands," my thing is, you're gonna get more arrested if you're.
What the fuck did I just hear?
If you're fighting her and she has a black eye.
Courtney, there's no such thing as more arrested. That's like me.
More arrested. Yep, she has an extra chromosome. That's what I just heard.
Thing is more arrested. That's like me more pregnant. You can't be more pregnant.
It's
Either
not
you're pregnant or you're not. Courtney, come on. You're taking these long soliloquies. You don't want people to cut you off.
I'm giving legit
even
scenario.
JR was like, I don't understand what you're saying. No one's you're saying more arrested.
Courtney,
that
are you
doesn't make any sense?
I'm giving.
Are you
There's
saying,
no such thing as more arrested
okay,
for
well,
a man.
excuse that I said that, lead attorney. Okay, that was a misspoke. Okay, so
You're
excuse
the one
me for
saying
saying
that words matter.
I said, what? Okay, and I'm saying excuse me for saying that.
Well, that's why I cut you off.
Okay,
I don't wanna...
No one cares about your soft voice right now. No one cares. You're advocating that men shouldn't hit a woman who's hitting him. Your soft voice means nothing right now. You're literally putting women on a pedestal, and you think your soft voice is gonna mean something to these men right now. I said I'm sorry. No one cares. No one cares. You could be an old lady with one leg. If you advocate for a grown person to be able to hit me and not fear getting knocked out, I'm gonna look at you like you're the devil.
What I'm trying to say. What I'm saying is that we're talking about now arrest and who's going to get fingerprints or restraining her.
It's not an investigation right now.
And calling the police will have, I think, more of an effect than you fighting her and you're bigger than her and making more bruises on her. And when the police come, they're going to look at you and her and see who's more battered.
You want to know what this reminds me of?
And they're going to arrest the person that has the least bruises on them.
Look, this reminds me of a conversation I had with my son.
Yeah.
He just missing. He want to bring up everything else, but what we talking about in order to try to be right.
What are you talking about,
You know
Derek?
what
you talking about right now? I know exactly.
I think y'all missing it.
Yeah.
I think
You know what the interesting thing is about this whole thing, JR, is that the whole thing just goes in
y'all are missing it, and you trying to, and Kay trying to defend Courtney. Y'all both missing
No
it.
one is defending
Y'all,
it.
she trying to pick you up.
Listen,
both of y'all are missing it.
Ladies,
Both
relax.
of y'all missing it.
Ladies,
Under no circumstance should a woman just think she gonna hit a man.
That's exactly it.
If they hit the man, it's gonna be up to that individual man whether he responds or not.
nobody should.
You can't be mad at him in the story. You be like, what's going on? You be like, what's going on?
You know what? You know what else is?
That.
You know what the interesting thing about this whole thing
that
is?
at all.
Anybody.
How y'all gonna make a wrong right now?
Nobody should hear
That's not
anybody.
making no sense.
I think
You know
that
what?
Courtney.
Hold on, wait.
Okay, go ahead,
The interesting thing about it is that they will spend 99.9% of their time trying to get you to figure out how to be more reactive instead of solving the problem, which is you should not put your hands on a man.
That was the first thing everyone
you
said.
You don't even get into this situation if y'all need to spend more time having conversations with women and saying, hey, you're not equal to a man, you're not as strong as a man, keep your hands off of him, and you won't find yourself in a position where he gotta try to restrain you. We're not even having this conversation.
What is? Oh my God! He's 1,000% right. Okay, we got a guest on. We got a guest.
Wow. Kay and Courtney, y'all just stop talking. I'm so surprised how Courtney went against this. But then again, I've watched previous videos now and found out that Courtney is not who we think she is. She might just be Kaying on them, but she's hiding in a good woman's body. That's what it looks like. Pink Lessons showed me that. When she showed me that, I had no choice but to accept it. That was the most craziest idea. A bear hug. You should bear hug her. Hey, yo, if you don't bear hug her, you're gonna get more arrested. That one's for you, Courtney. And you should let Kay just take that ass whooping, because then you start getting it. Lead attorney was not having that. Lead attorney he is by far one of the funniest assholes I've ever seen in my life. Nobody's finna bear hug a violent person. Neither me or Tasha is gonna do it. Ain't that right, Tasha?